subiendo. So we're back in Torrevieja for the latest news update this week, and we've got tons of news to catch up with, and a lot of it's to do with the monkeypox here in Spain, detected, and new vaccination people are going to have. Also, we're going to be talking about a couple of Brits that's died in Spain from falls, the stabbing of a boy up in north of Spain, and of course you've been warned by the British and also the embassy in Spain that if you don't have this next year, you'll be turned away. So yeah, we've got a lot of news to catch up with, so make sure you watch it to the end. And yes, it's just coming up to 11 o'clock, so yeah, it's pretty early, but it's very hot and humid already. And yeah, there's plenty of people about, and it's the last week in August, and we're still getting crazy weather, but the day up north, they're getting lots of thunderstorms, which is much needed. But yeah, we're going to crack on with the news today, and of course, going to start warning people, which keep on warning them, but it's just, people don't understand. Spain is very, very low on crime, except for one crime they seem to love, and it's called the Ugger mugging. And yep, it's not reported enough. And if you check all the Facebook groups, literally every day, there's tons and tons of people that are getting mugged. And so easily done. You get caught off guard. A woman comes up innocently, young lady, just starts chatting a load of random bullshit really, and start asking you, you know, directions to places and thank you very much, and gives you a cuddle, and before you know it, they're off with your gold chain or your watch. And at that quick, there's a car waiting just down the road, and off she goes. And yeah, they're imported on a lot of these Facebook groups all over Spain, and we're not talking about one or two incidents, and there's tons and tons of groups. Police are catching these people, but there's just too many at it. And of course, another favourite as well in Spain, which is another one which people don't tend to take much notice. They're sitting at the table having a drink. And yeah, this is quite popular as well, this one. This has been happening as well. It's called the handbag snatch, and they're watching you, and as soon as you make a move to the toilet or whatever, or if you just turn your back around, 1 second, they're away with your handbag. And yeah, that's on the increase as well in Spain. So yeah, that's the bad news, but just make you alert that not to be off guard, always be on guard. Don't let anyone come near you. Just stand back from them, because yep, there's tons of them. But yeah, we're going to crack on. So yeah, we've got this monkeypox going on here in Spain. It's been detected, and yeah, it's not good. The old WHO, obviously, the World Health Organisation, and yeah, in Spain as well. So yeah, they've got an international emergency meeting going on because they're trying to sort out how to tackle this, because it started off, obviously, in Africa and places like that, and now it's actually spread to Spain. It's been detected in all different regions. I think about 10 or 12 regions in Spain. So yeah, you've got to be really, really careful, and they're already talking about kind of vaccination, and telling people you can actually book an appointment down at your local health centre, and they're saying people at risk. I don't know, they're talking about like sexual contact, but also it could be contacted also from touching things, and you know. So will you be going down the health centre and book an appointment to have the latest vaccination? Just add one too many to the list, innit? So yeah, people at risk, they say, should go down. So big emergency meetings going on, and of course the latest ones have been detected down in Murcia. Yes, and also according to Spain, it's been a busy old year again. They've recorded 11.2 million international passengers through the old airports out, but obviously not just the airports. You can't include the people just crossing the border, but most importantly, they reckon this is 10% up than last year. I told you, Spain's absolutely buzzing, isn't it, eh? It's getting busier and busier. I know the roads are getting horrendous down here in Costa Blanca. I mean, August and July was always known to be bad, but now we're getting it all year round. It's just too much property getting built and getting snapped up, and so there's more cars, more people. And by the way, them figures were only for July, not for the whole year. So yeah, absolutely crazy, isn't it, eh? And they're only coming to Spain for one reason. Like I tell you, it's the healthiest place to live. It's not just about the al fresco dining and the healthy eating and all the exercises you can do out here and a warm climate and all the great benefits of the Mediterranean food. And do you know what? Yep, and the reason why is a woman that's actually broken the Guinness Book of Records. Yes, she's broken Guinness Book of Records in Spain. 117 years old. Actually passed away last week down in a care home in Catalina last week, and 117. So yeah, if that don't prove this is the healthiest place to live, what else does? The oldest person ever in the world to live that age. Woo, 117. People are popping off at 50. Tell you what, though, I'd like to know the secret, how she lives so long. Can't be just out the healthy living. I bet she smoked and all. Tell you what else we got going on. There's been a big uproar because, as you know, they built this super fast train that's going from Murcia all the way down up to Costa del Sol, or shall I say down to Costa del Sol, and it's a 7-hour journey. And they're all saying it's a waste of time. This was actually up and running, been on the planet for years, and it got up and running in June. They reckon it's stopping all over the place. Alicante, Albacete, Madrid, and all over really. Spain is having all these stops, 11 of them. And so yeah, they're not happy about this super fast train. They're calling it a failure. Well, I think it would be, wouldn't it? If you can get there in 4 hours and it's taking 7 hours. I'll tell you what's been happening as well, yeah. I was down in La Minga Strip, the old Cabo de Palos yesterday, so yeah, if you want to have a look at that video, yeah, there was a boat stolen down there, and yeah, the police actually caught up with the people that stole the boat, and it was 16 immigrants on the boat when the police caught up. Wow, nicking boats, they won't give up, will they? It was good they caught it though. Yeah, all the way down from the La Minga Strip there, and end up catching up with it down in Almira. So yeah, they caught them. So that's 16 less that'll be out here doing the looky-looky, selling goods along the promenade, that's for sure. Yeah, very, very overcast day here up on the Torrevieja promenade. And yeah, it's not stopping people going in the sea because it's overcast, but yeah, like I said, very, very humid and mucky weather. But yeah, we've got some more news to report on. We've had a few deaths this week, and yeah, people falling, so they say, from apartment blocks. One of them was in Sant Antonio in Ibiza, which we covered some videos on that area as well. And it was only a 19-year-old young woman as well. And they reckon it happened at like 3 o'clock in the morning. She slipped from the balcony. But yeah, of course, they reckon she had a few bits to drink. So yeah, I have no doubt that alcohol played a part, because you don't really just fall from balconies at 3 o'clock in the morning. She fell down just a day after. There was another one, 28-year-old from Mallorca, apparently just got back from the nightclub. And yeah, the same thing happened there. They said he was just returning back to his hotel from a night out. And yeah, this happened down in Palma Nova, which is right next to Magaluf. And yeah, they said the tragedy got struck as he tripped and fell over a wall to a hotel entrance, plummeting 15 feet to the ground right next to the spa pool. But yeah, it's not good, is it, eh? Not good at all. And this comes on the back of people saying that in Spain, the latest data, that the alcohol consumption's dropped quite a bit. It's dropped down like 8 or 9%. People are not drinking so much alcohol, mainly the old shorts and cocktails. But they still reckon the beer and the wine remains the same. But they reckon everyone's turning to cava and champagne. That's increased by 10%. Wow. I know it's cheap in Spain. Maybe they've got a lot more money to spend and they're got a bit upmarket with their drinking. But as you know, in Spain, it's all about tapas. There you go, early in the morning. And there'll be a few there, not only drinking coffee, having a small beer, especially in the old Spanish towns. They do like the small beer in the old Spanish towns early in the morning. But I suppose they're not drinking to excess to get drunk. They're just drinking casually. So yeah, alcohol consumption is dropping. switching to sangria as well. Well, there you go. Yeah, I like this one. The old police stand in Elche got called out to a call in the old town centre there somewhere, a shop or something, and he turned up the shop and yeah, couldn't believe what he found. Take a look at this video. And you won't get this back in the UK. Yeah, what else has been happening? Yeah, we've got a British gentleman down in Benidorm now, was up in rape charges, took a woman back to the hotel. Apparently they both engaged in sexual activities. He touched her, she touched him, and yeah, very, very serious offence. His lawyer was saying he could have got down, if found guilty, up to 8 years and a massive fine of 720 euros. Well, I won't say that, a big fine myself. But yeah, apparently he got acquitted of the charges. Judge was saying a bit contradictory, the evidence, because she's saying there was 2 sexual offences that occurred. So yeah, he threw the case out. So yeah, whatever happened there, it was a close shave, wasn't it? I mean, we are talking about Benidorm, of course. Benidorm is, I wouldn't class that as a real Spain myself, because as you know, Benidorm is all the crazy people, isn't it? So yeah, basically, to say the judge turned around and said both engaged in sexual activities, so therefore out the door the case went. So yeah, the moral of the story is don't go to Benidorm. So there we go, we're back up here, right in the middle part here, Playa del Cura. And I'll tell you what, that's just turned up here as well, just by Playa Cura Beach. You've got someone renting the old chairs out. There we go, rent a chair out and an umbrella. Yeah, that's just popped up in nowhere. But yeah, you've been warned anyway by the embassy, the British and the Spanish, and of course all the airports. No doubt the airlines, what they'll be doing as well, they'll be making sure that you do put this in place, because they're saying next year it's 100% coming in. They've given the date, it's in November. And if you haven't sorted out the itias, which is like you do when you go to America, you fill out a waiver visa form, €7, do it all online. I've done videos of this. I'll actually post another video at the top so you can have a look at it again. But yeah, they're saying if you haven't got it in, you're going to be turned away. So yeah, the itias, like I say, it's all to do with security checks. They want to know who's in and out of the country. And obviously it's going to speed up coming into the airports, the border patrol. And yeah, you'll be getting a lot quicker once it's all filled in. And yeah, it's in the whole of Europe, not just Spain, but most people, like I say, come into Spain. Specifically, if you want a beer and come to your place and see your holiday home, doesn't matter who you are, you need to fill it in. Unless, of course, if you're a resident of Spain, you've got your NIE card, so you'll be okay with that. Tell you what though, if you want to come to Spain and want to be right on the front, look at that, we've got another one just gone up there. So yeah, it's the second one. There's one now and there's another one over there at the south. Wow, beautiful, eh? Right down here, front line, can't go wrong, can you? And of course we had a bit of news as well up in Madrid there, Toledo. A young boy, 11 years old, was watching football pitch and just standing at the side enjoying the game, and some lunatic come along on a bike He was all masked up with a scarf and everything, and just started stabbing him up about 10 times and shot off. So sadly, the boy got killed and murdered. So yeah, big murder investigation was underway. But there's such a good description of the culprit because of what he was wearing. The police didn't hang around. They said they were putting all their resources in to catching the person, and sure enough, yeah, it was another 11-year-old kid that had done it. Just a random attack. Just decided to just go out and stab someone. Very rare, as you know, in Spain. We don't get this kind of thing. Knife crime virtually don't exist in Spain. You know, you don't get all that, people going around gangs and stabbings every 2-3 minutes. I think that's why a lot of people are flocking here, because it's a really safe country. The only thing you've got to be aware of is, like you say, is your huggers, muggers and the old bag snatchers. Other than that, it's beautiful. Paradise, isn't it, eh? Okay, yeah, so let us know about today's video. Are you going to get the monkeypox vaccination? No doubt not be long. We'll be forced to have it. I've already had 3 for the last vaccination. The COVID. Yeah, so now we're on to the monkeypox. Get down to the clinic, they said, and it's for the most vulnerable. So yeah, we're all the most vulnerable. Down here and get your vaccination, that's what I say. And be safe. Your visa out for next year. Like I say, make sure you tune in live for the next event coming up next Wednesday. Check down in the description. And as usual, thanks for supporting the channel. All much appreciated. Helps me get about, of course. And always give a like and a comment, because as you know, it helps the algorithm.